Hi YouTube. So this is going to be an update from my last video with what's going on because I haven't posted in a while and a lot has happened. So in the last video I talked about that I was going to have an MRI and an echocardiogram, and we did both those things and they were both good. Except for there was an enlarged tonsil, and I don't know what they're going to do about that, but I guess we'll see, because I know that could contribute to obstructive apnea for sure, and with research that I've been doing, sometimes obstructive apnea that's my dishwasher by the way, can cause central events. I don't really understand it too much, but I do know that they can definitely be linked, because I do have both conditions, and the echocardiogram was great. I was really nervous to do both of those tests, but I mean, that's really good news that there isn't anything that we can see now that's causing the central apnea. And then after I did both those tests, I went for 3 more sleep studies. They first wanted to take a look and see if I was hyperventilating in my sleep and see if that was causing the sleep apnea or the centrals, but I don't hyperventilate in my sleep. And I also mentioned in my last video that the first sleep study showed that I breathe really slow, but I actually don't. Basically all across the board everything is normal except for the central events that I just seem, or not me, but somewhere in my body just forgets to breathe. And then I went back for another sleep study because even though CPAP was going really well, I was still having a lot of centrals as I was falling asleep, and they were waking me up, and I was taking off the mask and I was still gasping for breath, and I didn't feel like they were doing anything for that, but they were once I was asleep. So we went in, we looked closer at those, and she basically wanted to either try me on some medication, or she said the next thing to do would be to try an ASV machine. So I got hooked up with an ASV machine. It took a really long time for some reason to get it started, but I'm on, I think, week 3.5 or something with it, and I definitely prefer it. It's definitely working a lot better. If you look at my numbers on Sleepyhead, which for people that don't know is a free program you can download that you can basically put the memory chip from your machine into, and it shows you how your entire night was, all your breathing and your events and everything. And all of that has been really good, and ever since I've started on the machine, it's been coming gradually down. The only thing is I'm having hypotonias that I guess would have turned into central events or obstructions, but I'm still waking up from them, gasping. There have been some nights where I haven't had any, and I think like it's lined up well and it's working properly, and those nights have obviously been really awesome, but they're not every single night. But for the most part, it's 0 or 1 for my AHI, which is obviously really good, but it's the sleep onset that is the problem. You know, I dread going to bed every day. I'm nervous to go to bed, and I expect it. I know I'm going to have an hour to 2 hours to 3 hours of gasping awake every time I drift off until something magical happens and my levels even out or whatever, and I'm able to fall asleep. So that's where I'm at right now. I will be following up with, I think, whatever they're going to do with the tonsil thing. And I see my sleep doctor on the 21st to go over the ASV treatment, and I guess we'll see from there what else we're going to do. But the more research that I've been doing with this, there's not many 23, 24-year-olds out there. I mean, it started for me like at 20, 19 years old with this condition for no reason. So part of me wishes there was a reason so we could treat it. But I honestly don't mind sleeping with the mask. It's just become a way of life now. It's been, I think, almost 8 months. 7 of it was CPAP and then onto ASV. So, you know, I'm curious to see where I'll be at a year, and the longer I'm on this machine, I think it's just going to get better, honestly. So the only problem is finding insurance to cover it, but I guess we'll see what we're going to do. So that's pretty much it. So anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.